me a fucking question? Yo, see, the judge doesn't know the culture shit. The judge deals with all type of cases. I know what the fuck the lawyer's gonna ask.
I don't know what his questions are. I don't know what else he has. I understand what I'm...
Yes, but let me address two things, Judge. One is, I appreciate the court's indulgence in limiting the scope of any deposition that may or may not take place. That's the first thing that I wanted to address. I appreciate that. The second thing, Judge, is that I still believe, and I'm not even getting to the fact that the service was bad. I'm addressing the order to show cause itself and what it was entered based on. Order to show causes need to be based on the actual subpoena itself, right? The actual California subpoena itself, the service that is effectuated properly, okay, and a CNA that this individual did not show up to that deposition. What's attached to that motion, Judge, is number one, an affidavit that is not an appropriate affidavit. It is making reference to a subpoena that was signed on January 19th. I'm not even talking about the service itself. Let's assume the service was good, okay? If we assume the service is good, we don't have a CNA. We have an affidavit that says that there was a subpoena dated January 19th of 2023. We have a notice that's dated January 19th of 2023. And we have an affidavit from the individual in California that doesn't address whether or not there was, and what's in the court file, Judge. It doesn't rise to that level of an order to show cause. And the order...
If it still even works...
All right, let me just get the judge's last word on this and then we're off this, all right?
Knowingly disregard the subpoena, but that they have their view as to whether or not these are properly served or were done properly. So at this point, I will set aside the show cause order because I think it's been answered. But what I've told counsel, and counsel at least seems receptive to, is, you know, there's a certain amount of wheel spinning that goes along.
I get it.
We can continue to try until we get it perfect. At some point, they will, or might. But
I'd always predict he will.
He will camp out at that game when JJ walks out there. He'll say he's over 18. If he still even works there anymore.
Mysterious JJ.
But
yes.
The bottom line of the thing is, if we're going to have to make this happen, let's just make this happen. Let's do it at a time that is the most convenient.
I will.
All right, so there's a bunch of nothing.
Okay, and then also, Judge.
So all right, so essentially what happened is they're not holding Drake in contempt. So Drake will not be getting arrested. Essentially, it's going to be an ongoing conversation of, hey, okay, number one, you have to serve him correctly, but also you need to show and tell why you need Drake in court. Again, Drake is a billionaire at this point. You're not getting a billionaire in court for 4 dusty niggas who killed X. It will never fucking happen. He got the best of the best working for him, and you're an idiot if you think otherwise, all right? Anyway, Drake did do an interview. Drake, Barstool Sports, which actually, I don't know if it's an interview, but it was actually interesting. He did the show on Barstool Sports called Sunday Conversations with Caleb Presley. Okay?
Drizzy.
I'm going to react to this, and then we'll move on to some other shit.
Drake's son.
What does that mean? There's a lot of friends of me that are really nice to me.
Yo, did Drake's son just grow up like instantly, bro? This nigga talks. He's dribbling a basketball. I seen a nigga say he crossed the nigga up. Like, how old is this kid? I thought this kid was like 4. How the fuck, like, this thing is like formulating perfect sentences. How old, let me see. How old is Drake's son? He's 5 years old. That boy kind of sharp. I don't know about how old kids are when they could communicate like this or play back. I don't know. Is he early?
What do they say when they're being nice?
They say, I like you because you're being nice to me.
And what do they say when they're being mean?
They say, I don't like you because you're mean to me.
And were you?
I wasn't mean to them.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
The way you said that made me think that you were maybe being mean.
No, I'm not.
Why you look away?
They were fighting me, so I fight them back.
How you fight them back?
I just put my hand over his arm, then not twist his leg, but I just twist him on the floor.
Did you ever punch anybody in the nuts?
No, never. That's funny.
Can you read?
No, I can't.
Why not?
But there's a him that can read. His name is Kyle.
Nerd.
Somebody tells me that Drake's son speaks like 2 languages already. They tell me that his mom speaks Swedish, and Drake obviously speaks English, and he knows how to speak both. But he's speaking English without like an accent, right? Is that true? You let me know. I don't know.
What does nerd mean?
Too smart for school.
Yeah.
Do you think if you had a better dad, you would be able to read?
This is my better dad.
Do you think if he did a better job with you?
Hey, let me tell you this. When a nigga know he got that inheritance money, only nigga who ain't doing this type of shit is Marquise. 50 Cent new son, this is how his 50 Cent new son would answer me.
Do you think if you had a better dad, you would be able to read?
You better not say no. You want that inheritance, nigga?
This is my better dad.
There you go.
Do you think if he did a better job with you at home that you'd be able to read?
Yeah, and that's a funny dad. Also, he does a lot of jokes.
Does Adonis ever try to cock block you so he doesn't split his inheritance?
No, wait. No, not really. No.
But now that you think about it,
I was thinking about it though. Yeah, no, he definitely just always is vibing out with me, telling me how great I am as a father, a single.
Yo, I can't tell with this new Drake hairstyle. He kind of the hairstyle looks like what's that nigga named DeRozan? He got that DeRozan hairstyle. I think that DeRozan had cornrows or whatever that is, kind of like that. And then he still got a Drake beard. I can't tell if this makes Drake look old or younger.
Father.
Oh, somebody said, that's the Pop Smoke. Okay.
So maybe he is trying to deliver a message.
you know, Glitty Balls used to be a dad.
He used to be a dad.
He didn't like it, he quit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, canceled it.
Sad.
Left alone.
Left about a mountain.
Yeah. You're sick.
Where are you from?
I'm from Toronto, Canada, where we are.
Is it true that the most beautiful girls in the world are here in Toronto?
I'm gonna be honest now. I went to Toronto. Toronto and Miami are really neck and neck. Toronto got the baddies, dog. I kid you not. I don't know what it is. The Six really got the baddies. But Miami's a different breed because Miami forces ugly girls to get under the knife or to get to get a BBL, do something to up their looks, or they gotta move. You feel me?
I would say so, yes.
How'd you get him here from Miami? You flew him in your plane?
Oh man. That's a valid point.
Did they come in your plane?
Yeah.
You have a plane?
I have a plane.
Do you have a bed on there?
I do. 4.
4 beds? What about snacks?
Snacks? I got snacks. What are you into? What are you into?
Cheez-Its?
I got that. What else? Glenny?
Kit Kats?
I got mini ones.
Fuck yeah.
Did you just ask what kind of snacks Glenny Balls is into? Sorry, Glenny.
Fuck you.
We have a time constraint. How private is the plane?
It's private.
Can you walk around in your underwear?
I could, I guess. I mean, I travel pretty heavy.
You don't wear underwear?
No, I said I travel heavy.
What does that mean?
It's not It's not a.
It sounded dirty. I don't know.
It's not like.
I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it sounded bad.
I have a lot of people on the plane.
You ever had Bill Clinton on your plane?
I haven't.
You have?
I haven't.
True or false? You had a necklace made with 42 diamonds of the 42 times you considered getting proposed.
Well, yeah, it was more like it was more just a joke, but obviously people took it pretty literal. I was just trying to have an interesting story, and then it obviously.
Glenny Balls has an interesting story.
What is it, Glenny?
He has a necklace for every single time he's ever thought about boobs. That's it right there. We got to get it redone, though, because he got that when he was 14.
Mine's racing.
Yeah, well, I feel like we'd all probably. I mean, yours is heavy.
It's
but-
extensive.
Yeah,
As it should be.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not mad about it.
By the way, one of the greatest things that we have on earth.
How do you think they got Drake to do this? Yo, I've always said, like, I'll probably never get a Drake interview because, yo, I feel like half of hip-hop journalists or media personality would suck their own dick to talk to Drake. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a huge fan and I'm definitely supported, but like, I'm probably like in the middle of the line. You're probably not gonna get it, right? How did these guys get it? What the fuck? Or is it one of those things which I ain't gonna lie, I'm always critical of this. I hope it's not this. I hate when artists get so big they only do the interviews that don't ask them about music. So they're asking about dumb shit and be like, oh, let's do it. Anybody wants to talk about your actual art? Nah, we go. We don't do those no more. I'm hoping that's not what it is.
Necklaces?
Tits. Yeah.
What's the right thing for me to call women? Bitches or hoes? For me.
I actually am proud to say that I don't really drop the B word like in person.
I've heard you say it before.
No, like I'll say it.
Drake, I've heard you say it.
I'll say it in raps.
Drake, a lot. Say a lot after that. Say it again, but say afterwards, say a lot.
I've said it in raps. I mean, I've had obviously a
lot.
long career. I've said it in raps a fair share.
Yeah, right.
But like I'm not really just walking around the streets like bitch.
You're saying hoes. So you're saying I should say hoes?
Hose is better than bitch for sure.
Okay. Is it true you're an executive producer?
Yes.
What have you executive produced?
Euphoria,
Oh, really?
which is a television show.
What does that mean, executive producer? What does that mean?
It just means that you're, executive producing
Right.
the show, right?
There's a lot of women who want to executive produce your baby. Is that true?
Probably.
It's just boring as hell. I kid you not.
Canadian Life Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You know who would?
Did not invent Patron.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, right? There's
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling probably lived a pretty sweet
Reynolds.
life.
Dan Aykroyd.
Again, Patron invented it, so had to live like a decent life, right?
Dan Aykroyd invented Patron.
Yeah, right?
What?
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
Like the Blues Brothers Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, that's his.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's his liquor.
Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, did not invent Patron.
Yeah, he did. Who do you think invented it? T-Pain?
You guys been drinking, huh?
Dan Aykroyd invented Patron.
Dan Aykroyd actually invented Patron.
What about a Hall of Fame for being an absolute thought? Would you be in that?
Stop.
You know who would?
I'll take that.
I'd be there though. Probably me and GB together.
Busts right next to each other.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Drake probably
Dan
has.
Aykroyd didn't invent Patron.
Do you feel like you have a lot of feelings?
I do.
What's your favorite thing to feel?
Oh.
That's a good question.
I like a cold plunge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I like to get out of a cold plunge and then just be like whatever that feeling is.
Cold?
Fair. But just like
The best thing I can say about my internet service is that I never have to think about it.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Get 2.9% APR on the 2023 Tucson or Santa Fe, or up to $750 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
What if you were here, in Orlando? Here is where you escape. You imagine. You bask in each and every moment. You see, a Florida vacation will take you exactly where you need to be, which is, of course, here.
The IRS is accepting returns. Snap your W-2 and file Fed and State for free. Simple tax returns only. See if you qualify.
Too enthusiastic about that, but yeah, I really do like to gamble.
And what's the best thing to bet on?
Fatherhood.
You bet on fatherhood?
You can always bet.
You bet on fatherhood a lot?
I just meant it more like an encouraging, like you can always bet on fatherhood. Right?
I've never heard that before.
I just meant like for all the people out there, you can always bet on fatherhood.
House always wins though, right? Have you ever bet on yourself?
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, you could definitely bet on yourself if you're...
All right, bro, I can't watch this shit anymore, bro. I watched this shit before. It's cool. Like, you got to be in that a different type of fucking, like, Caucasian jokey way, and it is funny in that way. Other than that, bro, nah. I'm off the Henny. I don't want to hear that shit. Anyway, Rihanna performed at Super Bowl. I want to play you the performance, but while I play the performance, I want to play you
we got a spill on our
Dr. Dre.